Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe. Hit the bell to get notified every time I go live. And in this video, we're going to talk about the online portion of NASCAR Heat 5 wishlist and future NASCAR heats. First of all, one thing I think definitely in an online lobby, you should be able to change everything inside while you're in the lobby, being able to change your paint scheme, your driver, everything while you're in the lobby instead of having to back out. Because sometimes in league races and stuff, when we do multiple leagues and you're in different cars for each one, and when you jump into it, sometimes you forget to change it and you have to back out of the entire lobby and get back in, and you have to get a whole nother invite. If you can be able to change your paint scheme and driver and everything while you're in the lobby, I know they were able to add changing the presets into the main lobby while you're in a lobby. That was a big plus. Now if they could just add the paint scheme thing as well, being able to change each paint scheme and driver while you're in the lobby without having to leave, that'd be great. That's one thing I think they should definitely add for that. And let us be able to have like a league mode that we can do, so the owner could set up a league, set up a schedule, set up the dates and times that they want to, and then we just jump into the lobby and the lobby goes automatically, or either have it go automatically or the league owner start it. That way there, and then we can all view the points anytime we want to. We can go into the game, hit leagues, hit the league name, and then you can see the point standings, the schedule, everything all right there. League mode is a big thing that I think that would be a big success, because there's a lot of leagues out there, and some people really just write it on paper, have a little website they try to keep up, or do things here. If we can have it all in the game where it does it itself, I bet there'll be even more leagues, because then people would know. They wouldn't have to worry about keeping track of everything. They can run their own league and not have to worry about doing everything themselves. League mode, I say, is something that needs to be added here in the future. Hopefully here in Heat 5, but if it has to wait till Heat 6, I guess I can kind of live with that. But definitely league mode needs to be a thing. It's a big success in Madden when the online franchise you can get on and do all that. It'd be a big success. It's a real success in F1. That's really done well. How you can go in and view the standings, just jump into the lobby whenever you get on, and then you could just have everybody hit ready and then go. And also what F1 has that I never even thought of, it's a great idea. That's only if the AI, if you can customize the AI difficulty online, this would work well. Is let us customize the AI difficulty online to 105, not just max it out at 100. I don't know why it does that. Why can't you pick 105 online? I want a nice competitive field online too, if we want to fill the field. But if you join a league in F1, I noticed if the driver can't make it for a race, because sometimes we do long seasons and not every driver might not make it to every race because they got work and all this and that. So the best thing for that, and this was because of F1 that made me think of this one or see this one, to realize that would be a great addition to this. If you add league mode and then add the part where if a driver can't make it, the AI drives for them. So you can have the AI, so you can have every driver in the field every single week, whether it's them in the race or the AI driving for them if they can't make it. That way that driver still gets points for whatever position they finish in. That is something I really enjoyed about F1, and let us be able to customize the AI difficulty, so that way if they don't make it and the AI shows up for that driver, they run at this difficulty level, or this like 103 or let us choose up to 105, just like you can offline. And I think that would be a big success. And if some people don't want that, maybe give the option to not have the AI drive at all if the player doesn't make it. But I think that's a great addition. That way the driver still gets points, And you know, I really like that about F1. So hopefully that is something they can implement in if they add league mode into NASCAR Heat 5 or future. Also, I talked about this in the other video. Have caution replays, but for online as well, so that way there, we could see what happened online. I know they finally were able to add strict cautions, but there's got to be a medium ground with the cautions, because with relaxed cautions, a caution hardly ever comes out. It's so random. You can have 5 cars crash, and sometimes it doesn't even come out, and sometimes it does. But then the strict caution, somebody touches the wall, like scrapes the wall, and the caution comes out. If there's a medium ground somewhere, that'd be great. And let us drive through the caution. Also talked about that before. Let us please drive through the caution, or drive through the wreck, I mean, for about 10 seconds before you take control of the car. I think that would be another plus. I kind of miss the old, the little quick caution formation, where you can kind of choose if you're going to pit or not that way. And then it's a really guessing game. That way the leader has to be the one to make that decision. And, you can kind of, and then everybody else can follow the opposite. Whereas the other way, everybody can see who's pitting and who's not. So the leader can kind of wait to see if everybody's pitting. It's just, I kind of wish it went back to where you show the caution, and then as they're coming up to the thing, you get a certain time to pick if you're going to pit or not, the leader. And then obviously if you're further back, you got more of a chance, more of a time to decide. That was a lot of fun in the EA games, where you can kind of watch the cars in front of you if they're diving down the pit road or if they're staying up. So that would be another thing. Let us choose the lane, also online, inside or outside if we're leading. If you wreck, you should automatically go to the back of the field. And what F1 does with league mode is everybody gets a single car qualifying run, which is back to realistic now, thank God. They went back to single car qualifying. I hated that group stuff. But anyway, now that we got single car qualifying back, if we can somehow implement qualifying into online, especially if you do a league mode, let us qualify and put everybody on the track at the same time. When you load in, everybody's automatically ready, and you get to go qualify everybody at the same time on their own screens. It puts a time up, and you see where you are, and then you get to go right to the race right after that. That's what F1 did. I really like how you can kind of throw practice, qualifying, and race all into a weekend. So you can kind of throw a practice session out there if you want, maybe 10 minutes before the race normally starts. So if anybody wants to jump in at any time, not just having to jump in, like if you have a practice session going, whereas in race right now, you jump in, obviously you can't jump in the middle of the race, but if you have a practice and qualifying, you could set the practice up for an hour ahead of time and let the practice lobby go, and anybody can jump in at any given time and leave at any time, even if the lobby's already going, or even if the lobby already advanced to the track and is practicing. Just like Project Cars 2, you can jump into the practice lobby anytime while that timer's still going. Whereas in now, like how they have it, where once you jump into the lobby, you have to be in the lobby before it goes to the track. But obviously that's because it's a race anyway. Whereas in practice, you should be able to jump in anytime. If they can add like practice and do that, we could set up a practice session ahead of time, and or it could let you practice ahead of time, something like that. But let us be able to do single car qualifying, so the draft doesn't come in a factor. Which, another thing, they need a draft slider for online. They added it for offline in Heat 4, which I don't see the point, because it doesn't work as well offline anyway as it does online. The draft is crazy, and it's just nobody could drive the car away from anybody. Like if you have the talent, nobody can drive the car away from anybody, so it's hard to do that. If there's a draft slider online, let us choose where we want to put it and let us run that way. I think it would also be pretty neat if as frustrating as this would be for some leagues that have the same people win all the time, but I think it'd be cool to like have the celebration at the end of the race and let everybody watch it. That would be pretty neat if that could happen. Just let the celebration happen to the driver that wins. Show the victory lane celebrations offline or online as well. And spectating mode, another one that needs to be upgraded. It's a great idea. It's done okay. I wish they had better camera angles. That's one thing, is the camera angles, the TV camera angles. Wish they were a little better. Project Cars 2 nailed the replay and spectating modes and stuff with the camera angles. It is phenomenal. But the biggest thing, because there's so many people that like to spectate and broadcast leagues. I know a guy who does really good with that. I know some leagues that have have a separate channel on YouTube for the spectated races and the broadcasting, but I can't imagine, like, they do really well with what they have now, even though they don't even show who's running where or what lap they're on. I don't know how they can keep up with that unless they're watching somebody's stream that's going on. But if they can just please add like the running order, the live running order, the intervals, the lap they're on. That's really the main things you need, is the running order and the lap counter, especially for us to know what lap they're on when you're in the race. You have no clue what's going on. You have no clue what lap they're on. You don't even know if a caution came out right away, even though they slow down, but sometimes it doesn't even look like it. Show a caution came out. Show just with the esports stuff, they had everything live on the esports. I don't know how they can't implement that into the game. That needs to be redone, but it's definitely a great addition, and I really like that addition to it. But they really, really need to add that for the next game. This is the second game in a row that they've had the spectator mode and can't put the running order or lap counter into the spectating mode. The only way you know is if you're in the lobby, you see the lap counter, but you still don't even know the running order. You have to pretty much guess. The only way you know, basically, is if you follow the leader the whole time from the green flag, or if a caution comes out and stacks the field back up. That's the only way you'll know who the leader is. And then you just got to follow them. But once you try to look around the field, you kind of want to go around the field, but then you kind of forget who's leading. They need to... I mean, a lot of people that broadcast it would really, really appreciate that, because it would be so much easier for them to follow and talk. Because I'm amazed at the job some of the people do without that information. Give the option to put DNFs online as well as offline. I know they've added that in Heat 5. That's a good thing. That is a big bonus for me to make career good. But it would be nice to add DNFs online as well, or at least make it where the damage really costs your car, and instead of having a wreck and getting 15 seconds of damage and you fix it, you can go out there and still win. It should be at least make it where it can only repair a certain amount of percentage back in the car, where at least like 95% max, and the car is not going to be nowhere near competitive again the rest of the race. At least make it fair like that, and so people don't just drive crazy and wreck the whole time and still have a chance to win at the end. It shouldn't be that way. So at least fix the damage for online, where it would, no matter how much you wreck, it affects the car every single time and lowers the max percentage it can get back to after repairing it on pit road. DNF option would be better, though. That would really hopefully keep people in check and not go out there and just start crashing into people. So that's another thing they should add to online. One more thing I forgot to add is the day-to-night transitions. They finally added something like a day-to-night transition in Heat 4, which I was happy about, but they didn't even put that specific day-to-night transition from stages online. They didn't even do that. When you put the day-to-night transition in, I want it for online as well. So if there's a way you can make that happen, get day-to-night transitions online, I think it'd be really cool. I've always liked racing from day into night, at those races and stuff. It's always cool to watch the sky change while you're racing, and the track changes along with it. So that's another thing they need to add to online as well. And well, I believe that is all I can think of at the moment. That's all I have for online. Um, if you're just watching this one for the first time, and you missed the other one, I did release a career video as well, career wish list. There's a lot of things I want for the career mode as well, because it's one of the most things I want in the game, to have fun through a career mode to make you actually feel that. So that's another good video. I already released that one yesterday, so go check that one out. And again, if you didn't miss the beginning, please subscribe, and thank you for watching NASCAR Heat 5 Wishlist online portion, and we'll see you in the next video, and hopefully maybe we can come out with some type of review when they come out with a trailer and more information on the game, and we'll try to pick it up that way, but we'll see what happens and go from there. So please subscribe, and we'll see you back here next time. Thanks for watching.